film of not less than 45 minutes. And I think which is an hour on television terms, that's how long they are, plus the commercials. So let's try to do that. All the writing geniuses, you would have to have someone obviously who knows every episode. Most of you do. Okay, that's a boring idea. But it's a bit never getting a film, isn't it? Otherwise we'll never have one. Now we do think about that seriously. Folks, okay, any questions? Yes, ma'am.
What was your favorite part of Going to Extreme?
Which episode are you referring to?
We know our favorite part. We want to know your
Actually, I must say, I love doing Going to Extreme. I thought it was, I love the character more than anything. He was a pretty tough character with a heart of gold, and I like those sort of characters. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of letters, obviously, from fans and fathers. When I was kicked off totally in the shower, people said, I admire your guts. I don't know what they meant. I know, I wish the young. Have to be honest, did not like Jamaica too much. We had a lot of nasty incidents happen to us, a lot of violence on that island because of the drug problem and the poverty. But I wasn't terribly sad when it closed. And then recently I did a pilot for another series called The Good Policeman with Ron Silver, lovely actor who was playing the police commissioner of New York. I played the cardinal of New York. Everybody would like to come and touch my hair there. That was fun. I don't think it's going to series. What they're going to do, the pilot is a 2-hour pilot, and they're going to do 2 more 2-hour shows. They're going to put one out in September, one in October, and one in November. The Good Policeman. Now, The Good Policeman, which appears to be totally unknown in this country, is in fact a series. Is this thing working? The Good Policeman is a series of books in Europe, very successful, about the New York scene and the mafia and all that bit, and the police and the church. And there are many, many dozens of stories there. If these 3 2-hour episodes are successful, Fox has promised us they will give us an order for 22 episodes next year. I'll believe that, just like I believe Ron Cosmo and we're going to do it in police school next week. But the other thing, actually what I am starting on Tuesday, I read it, it's a quite good script. It's a spare character called Father Barrett, which will be a recurring character in a series called Picket Fences.
In the museum down in the basement with your name big across it, Abraham Lincoln, and we didn't know that you had been in that play.
Yes, we originated the show at Ford State. That was quite a remarkable experience, you can imagine. I mean, me, the stupid refugee, this Englishman, refugee from the war, Shakespeare Company in England, playing the greatest of all America at Ford Theatre. And Ford Theatre is strange because, as you know, because you've been there, part of the staging, which is a thrust stage, over part of the stage is the actual box in which he was shot. And the rocking chair is still there, and everything is still there. It's behind glass, so that Joyce can only look at it behind glass, but there is a golden lock on the door. And the park commission people who now look after it, they have a golden key to this. And they said to me, I said to them rather, it was dress rehearsal day, we were opening that night. And I'd done the dress rehearsal, I was in costume and makeup. It was about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I had until 8 o'clock before the show started. So I went to persuade this little girl from the Parks Commission to let me have the golden key. And made up with Lincoln, and having just done the dress rehearsal, I let myself into this box, and with a little gaslight twinkling away there, I sat in his rocking chair. And it was very, very emotional. If somebody else can show? If I couldn't have made Lincoln Arts, they should have shot me. But I'll tell you what is extraordinary. If you can hear me without this mic, I'll try and tell you about it. When I was studying Lincoln, I read many, many books on Lincoln, obviously, and I used to stand before that great Lincoln Memorial, you know, and I was fascinated by the position of the hand. Because one hand was like this, and one hand was like somehow like that. And I thought, what does that mean? One means tension, the other means relaxation. And I thought, no, that's not quite good enough. So I got to know a man who was a senator, and was the greatest collector of Lincoln memorabilia in the world. And he said, well, you know, the man who sculptured that statue was a man called French, F-R-E-N-C-H. And he said he wrote a book about it, and it's in the Library of Congress. He said it's a reference line, you cannot take it out, but if you want to read it, I'll take you in there and you can read it. So I started reading this book, and over the process of several days, it came to me the position of the hand. Because French had a brother who was deaf and dumb. And he signed the statue to his brother. Because that in the deaf and dumb language is A and that is L. And so he signed, and that was why the position of the hand in the Lincoln Memorial. A piece of useless information. Any other questions? Yes, Dave.
Abraham Lincoln, an A and an L.
That's right.
I'll just say okay.
The same artist did that for Gallaudet and set up a statue at Gallaudet University. The same man did that with an A and an L.
Yes, Doctor.
On the chance that someone in the fan community will put together such a film, will you promise to come to TunnelCon 3 in Las Vegas next year?
Yeah. One thing I've been avoiding Vegas is simply that I've never been available with it. You know, Vegas is my idea of heaven. I'm a compulsive gambler anyway. And I can't, you won't see much of me if I come to Vegas. Because I'll be, you know, it'll be great. No, but that's a wonderful idea. We can make that the highlight of the convention.
Your being there will be the highlight.
She's fine, yes. The young lady was asking about my wife, Kay. Now, we were in the south of France at the Cannes Film Festival. I had a film that was shown there, which has never been seen anywhere else. It's called The Lounge. Strange little movie. But anyway, we were there for that, and we were staying with these friends in this old French farmhouse. And we'd had a kind of luncheon party, and the guests had just driven up the drive in case they'd just go down to the swimming pool. Well, the sprinklers had been on, and the lawns were very wet and, you know, slippery. And I was walking in front of her, and I heard this crack. And I turned around, she was on the floor, and the bone, her ankle bone, was sticking out through the leg. So we had to take her to this French hospital, and they put a massive iron and screws and plates and stuff in her. And we got her back to England, you know, on an air ambulance. And then she went back to England last September because the screws were annoying her. No, I'm going to make any remarks.